This is Imran Jamil once again, and today I wanted to do a product review for this little camera, which is called Ghost Drift 4K. So they come with Ghost Drift 4K, Ghost Drift XL 4K, and Ghost Drift Pro XL 4K. This is good enough because it comes with a higher capacity battery to begin with, but the XL has about a 9-hour battery of recording time. So this is a good helmet camera. It's one of the best I've had so far, with that 1 day of use that I got out of it, and now it just doesn't power on. So the camera is fully dead. And the way it mounted, it's very sturdy. You can rotate it, and then you can adjust the camera angle just by twisting this knob over here too. So it mounted like this, and it was pretty easy to adjust. One touch button, if it turned on, it would be much easier to use. And a lot of other functions, but mostly what I was impressed with was the mic quality, because I've been struggling. There are a bunch of cameras out in the market, but very few that would do the recording, and you can do moto vlog on them reliably, unless you want to run the wires with the GoPros and all. And this is no different, by the way. So this is my boom mic for my communication system. The only thing is, it comes with a pretty long cable. So the mic adapter is mini USB for some reason, and so is the charging cable. I don't understand in this day and age. Almost everything is moving to USB-C, but then the mic adapter goes here. It's not out right now. And then this cable goes there, and then it has a pretty long wire to run it the way you want. And that's where the question is: how do you want to run it on a modular helmet? Because you want enough room so that when you open the face and close it down, it doesn't really disconnect or stretches the cable too much. And it does come with a pretty good clip. So what I did, I connected it like that, and I have to still figure out. Like I said, it's only been 1 day and this camera died. But generally the reviews are good, so I think I may have had a bad piece. So it worked really well, and I'll show you the coverage, attached some of the coverage with the camera that I made. The best part though is, a product not working is one thing, but then how quickly, last night around maybe 10-11 p.m. I put in the request that, look, this camera stopped working after after 1 day's use. And excuse me for that, I mean, my neighbor had to mow the lawn right at this second for some reason. So they sent this today by the afternoon. Last night I filed up the request, and today by the afternoon I had another piece in the mail. And again, now that I have the new box, it has some excellent features. I mean, it's a live streaming action camera. By the looks of it, and you'll see in the coverage that I did yesterday, the voice quality was pretty good. You have different levels of gain, mic gain, that you can settle. By default it comes with level 3, and I left it on that. It seemed to work pretty good. 1080p live stream video stabilization also seemed to work pretty good, and external mic support, which I already showed you. Then mic adapter, curved adhesive mount, which is this on a helmet like this. It worked pretty well, pretty good. So this one, even though it says 4K, it's not 4K in all conditions. It does 4K at 30 frames per second and 1080p at 120 frames per second. So from an action camera perspective, 1080p is good enough, because what you're more concerned about is the frame rate, that you capture the live action in the exact speed that it's occurring. And other than that, this comes with a 1500 milliamp hour battery, and can provide up to 5 hours of recording time. So this is a pretty compelling option, and the application that it works with is called Drift Life, which was very, very good. The only thing is that it comes with an LCD, but it's pretty useless. I couldn't understand any of the menus, so I had to download the app, and it worked flawlessly. It does connect through Wi-Fi, and let's open the box and see. First of all, the packing is really high quality, and the whole camera, it feels, I mean, it's much smaller than I expected, but it's like rubberized material on top of the plastic, and it seems pretty sturdy. It does have and this is basically this mount. If you unscrew it, this camera can be mounted on any tripod as well. So this screw is actually the size of the tripod mount, but you don't need to if you're mounting it on the helmet. So let's open the box. Drift XL card, just some instructions how to download the app and do the initial setup. Like I said, I mean, this is really high quality packaging. Then over here we have the booklet. All right, so now this is the point which got me stuck. So here it comes. As you can see, this is the mount that I already have it mounted over there, and then I have to unscrew this. So here it is. There you go. It is it can fit into any tripod, just in case if you're interested. But over here, this is a very sturdy packaging. Now the question is, I'm telling you all of this, I want to make sure that the new one turns on, because that was a disappointment, because I couldn't even finish one trip. I went about an hour and a half ride, and when I got there, I left it in my motorcycle's trunk, and when I came back, it wouldn't turn on. All right, so I can hear that. So it turns on, and as you can see, it turns on the LCD. I know you can do options by going to this, like it's 12 megapixel. Oh wow, it's changing the colors. I would want it to do different things. It is very difficult to read, honestly. System settings off, 5.8 gigahertz off. I don't know what that means, but having said that, you can choose it from these arrow buttons. Once you choose the menu option, which one do you want to choose? So okay, I'm actually understanding it as I'm showing it to you guys for the second time around. And the coverage I'll put together, and I'll show you the app in a second. Connecting to the app, you just turn on the camera. It's on. Leave it like that out of the box. Then we are gonna come here to, actually let me just, I already downloaded the app, so let me just go to the app and see if it recognizes that. Okay, so now I'm gonna say connect, goes 4K. They have all the models that are available, and it recommends these types of these companies of the card, but you can use any card. I don't have the card in right now, so press hold to Wi-Fi. All right, so we are gonna press this Wi-Fi button over here on the camera. Now the Wi-Fi should show up over here. All right, Ghost 4K showing up. You go over here. So it's connected without internet, but that's okay. We don't want the internet, we want the camera. All right, so as you can see right there, the camera just got connected, and with this you can actually set up the angle. You have to make sure that, you know, it's properly set up where you want it to be. Then you have the photo, time-lapse, Photoshop, And you can, above all, you can go to settings. This is what I was interested in. And in the settings, you can choose the resolution, 4K UHD. I'll keep it at that. 30 frames per second is the maximum for that. I'll keep it at that for now. But if I go to 1080p, I come here and now I got 120 frames per second. So either I can do that or I can do 60 frames per second. Let me just do that right now. Camera resolution, 12 megapixel camera. Auto download, I'm not interested. Video stabilization. This is what I wanted to see. I want to turn on video stabilization and microphone sensitivity. That's what I was telling you about. So you got 5 levels. It's by default at 3. I'll leave it at 3 because it worked fine. And adjust the lens by twisting it left or right, lens cover. So, and you can record it just by clicking on that, but the memory card is not there. So here you are, and I'll show you bits of its coverage so you can hear the voice quality and the picture quality. This is also a first test for this Drift Life XL 4K camera. I also bought these night vision goggles for our next trip next week. Yeah, no, but we are going to Yellowstone Park, right? So we wanted to capture some wildlife, probably some scenery. So after dark. And which one is this? This is the Ducati Scrambler 1100, right? Yeah. So parallel twins generally are good with high revving compared to V twins. See the picture quality as well. Thank you. Have a good one. If you like the video, please share, subscribe, and press the bell icon and provide feedback. Thanks.